Hello again, everyone. Welcome back. Well, today I'm reviewing the newly revamped, re-released Murcielago from Espinosa Cigars. And here we go. This is the Nocturne 5.5 by 56 box pressed. There is the density. And it has a nice feel in the hand. The band has been revamped. The band looks very similar to the old one with the bat. It's a very nice, shiny red and black. Pretty basic, very nice looking though. This cigar uses a Mexican Capa Negra wrapper and, of course, Nicaraguan binder and fillers. This first came out 6 years ago. And well, maybe more like 7 years ago now, because this I actually reported this in May of last year. It was going to be reintroduced. This was Eric Espinosa always said this was one of his favorite cigars, and it was only out for a short time because the original makers of the blend had a disagreement and went their separate ways. Shortly after that, EO brands, Eric Espinosa and Eddie Ortega, also split, but Eric kept the rights to the cigar, hoping one day he would reintroduce it, and he has. So let's get right to it. I'm curious to see. Only sample I have, so hopefully I get this right. The re-released, or we'll call it the new Murcielago Nocturne. This really is a nice looking cigar. It has a little bit of shininess to the wrapper, and it is they reported it as being a soft box press. That's pretty sharp if you look at it. That's a pretty tight box press. All right, let's get going here. Oh yeah. That is a good draw. Interesting flavors. Tons of espresso. Tons of dark chocolate. There is some citrus that is fighting its way to be tasted in there. Also, at this early stage, with the citrus, I'm getting a little graham cracker type flavor. Odd for a Nicaraguan, but that's what I'm getting. And the pepper, of course, it's black pepper at about 8. So that's sort of the flavors you're met with at first. Of course, you're going to have tons of espresso and dark chocolate. You can get both those right away, no problem. Everybody can get that. The citrus notes, it is an orange citrus, but it is quite overwhelmed by those darker notes. And then right after that citrus, you get this little whiff sort of graham cracker. There appears to be some charred wood. Tons of dark notes in this cigar. So let's just see where we go. But you get hit with a lot of dark notes right up front. No big surprise. About an inch in. And it's burning nicely and evenly. Still have about the same flavor notes. I'm getting like a little brown sugar now that might be coming from a transition from that graham cracker flavor, which seems to be there, but I'm getting more brown sugar now. The citrus notes are definitely an orange citrus, and you can get them, but it's fighting through that dark chocolate. It is a dark chocolate with some sweetness and a ton of espresso. Getting through those two is a chore. You sort of have, you know, dry wood, charred wood, still a lot of dark notes. It's pretty much medium to full bodied. I mean, that's what you feel and get right away, and I'm gonna stick with that. I'm gonna go with that. The finish is pretty much a cream. Some lingering black pepper, not a ton, but an average, maybe just slightly above average amount. So that's where it settled down to at an inch. Let's see if there's any more changes. Well, I'm about maybe 2 inches in, and I have decided that you have both the graham cracker and brown sugar notes. The citrus notes are there. There's a slight buttery aspect to the graham cracker and brown sugar, just a little bit. You can tell it's a little smoothness there, a little butteriness. The lingering pepper on the finish seems to be increasing. The dark notes are still intact, just like they were. The finish is just like it was taste-wise, but the lingering pepper is improving. So not much of a change, more of a confirmation in this segment of the flavors. So that's where we are at about 2 inches in. Ash still intact, burning, as you can see, evenly. Well, we're down to the end, so let's wrap it up. Flavor notes didn't really change that much. Did get a lot more of that dry wood notes. Really came across like a dry cedar. But other than that, the other flavor notes stayed intact, and at any given point, you would get a little more citrus, a little more graham cracker here and there, but they didn't really, nothing was added or really changed other than that little bit of dry wood. So stayed medium to full bodied. Pepper remained very good. Really seemed to kind of increase slightly as it went. It really increased on the finish. Finish flavor was unchanged. This has been a pretty good cigar. Lots of dark notes, lots and lots and lots of dark notes. So the revamped or reformulated Murcielago has been a pretty good cigar. I'm rating it a 91. Good cigar. Good cigar. Just, I don't know, it seemed to be lacking just a touch of something, but I did enjoy it. It is available now, and you should look for them on shops, on shelves at any shop that carries Espinosa cigars. So that pretty much wraps it up. There you have it, the Murcielago Nocturne.